These are not the middle-class people that we've seen in the large gatherings and weekends. It's a hardcore so-called student group. They went clearly determined to use everything they could to stop it. They were firing slingshots, homemade bombs, throwing rocks in at the police. The police responded with a lot of tear gas, a great deal of tear gas, some rubber bullets as well. Now, clearly, there were also people using firearms there. It's not just one policeman, the one who's been killed, who we understand was shot in the chest. We've heard that a female nurse was also shot. The state of her injuries is not known. A number of the police who are injured are thought to be in critical condition. So this is a very serious escalation of the violence. I think it's more serious in other ways too. Calling for effectively the cancellation of the election or the indefinite postponement of it is going to be extremely provoking to the government supporters who so far stayed away from Bangkok and said they'd focus their efforts on the election. There's going to be extreme anger on their side that what they will see as excessive violence on the protest side has actually brought the Election Commission to call for the election to be cancelled. This is what the protesters wanted. And by attacking the stadium, they appear to have got what they wanted, or at least if the government heeds the Election Commission. It's also noticeable that there were units of the army deployed inside the stadium, but who did nothing at all to back the police. And it's worth remembering the army commander has also called for the election to be postponed, and privately we understand he's even called for the Prime Minister to resign. So there's a growing sense that there is some weight behind the protesters, especially if the army is beginning to side with their demands for the election to be postponed. And that will only add to the polarisation of the country. It will create on the government side, particularly their supporters, a tremendous sense of grievance. So this won't resolve things, although you can understand after the scenes today that the Election Commission's argument that it's a very violent situation in which to hold an election does have some grounds.